Advantages and disadvantages of being beautiful. While we like to think that people get ahead because of some magical combination of effort, talent, and knowing the right people, research shows that success is partly skin deep. It's no secret that people who are conventionally attractive generally make for more desirable romantic partners. No matter your individual preferences, you're probably more likely to have a crush on your good-looking neighbor than someone you don't find physically alluring. Studies also show that you're more likely to get hired if you look well-groomed, that good-looking people make about 12% more money than less appealing folks, and that attractive real estate brokers bring in more money than their less attractive peers. Essentially, the income gap between attractive and unattractive people is comparable to the gap between genders or ethnicities. Let's look at how beauty can act on your life and future. Disadvantages of being beautiful. 1. Social rejection. Although attractive people are generally more popular socially, there's some evidence that very attractive people can experience social rejection from members of their own sex. People in relationships also protect themselves from beauty by ignoring it. Research shows that when we're thinking about love, we automatically ignore attractive members of the opposite sex, probably to protect our feelings about our long-term partner. 2. Less likely to be hired. Although beauty can help in the search for a job, it's not always true. When employers are making a decision about someone of the same sex, they can let their jealousy get the better of them. One recent study has suggested that people who are highly attractive are at a disadvantage in the hiring process when the decision-makers are of the same sex. It seems we perceive beautiful people who are of the same sex as a threat. 3. Lucky to be pretty. If beautiful people are successful, is it because of their talent, or is it just their looks? After all, people are lucky to be beautiful, and we know all the advantages of that. Research finds that when judging their own sex, people are more likely to think beautiful people's success is down to their beauty, not their talent. So you're lucky to be pretty, but probably just rely on that rather than talent. 4. Beauty is beastly. Similarly, there's evidence that female beauty can be a problem in jobs with strong gender stereotypes. For example, a beautiful woman may be at a disadvantage when applying for a job that is associated with masculinity, like a prison guard or a mechanical engineer. The same doesn't seem to be true for attractive men. They can happily apply for jobs as nurses, lingerie salespersons, or HR managers without their beauty counting against them. 5. Perceived to be less talented. The halo effect tells us that when we judge more attractive members of the opposite sex, we generally assume they're more talented than those who are less attractive. This happens even though what they do or say is no cleverer than less attractive people. But this changes when it's members of the same sex. With highly attractive people of the same sex, we're judged as less talented than average-looking people. Now, for the advantages of being beautiful. 1. Higher self-esteem. Not surprisingly, good-looking people also have higher self-esteem. What with all those dates and the extra money, is it any wonder they think better of themselves than their less fortunate peers, right? 2. What is beautiful is good. In many situations we automatically defer to beauty, assuming that along with beauty comes all sorts of other positive characteristics. We have a tendency to think beautiful people are funnier, more friendly, more intelligent, more exciting, in possession of better social skills, are sexually warmer, are more interesting, poised, and even more independent. These sorts of judgments have been tested over and over again in the laboratory and elsewhere. This is a great example of the so-called halo effect. When global evaluations about a person bleed over into our judgments about their specific traits. 3. Get paid more. At work, attractive people can receive all kinds of benefits. First of all, they may get higher starting salaries, perhaps because their qualifications are perceived as more solid and their potential as greater. Then, later on, they have an advantage in promotions. 4. More desired. There's a whole stack of research on mate selection and attractiveness. You won't find the headline result at all surprising. On pure looks alone, we prefer partners who are more beautiful. Of course, that assumes that everything else is equal, which it normally isn't. 5. Better persuaders. Good-looking people make better persuaders. This may be because attractive people tend to be better communicators and possess more confidence, or just because we believe in beauty. Whatever the reason, beauty can persuade us to change our minds. Keep your beauty on both inside and outside to have a happier life.